Hello everybody, my name is Nathan Rodriguez, and the game I made today is called Dart in the Bucket. So Dart in the Bucket, it involves four things, really. It involves a football, a tennis ball, or any type of ball that you can use that is like as big as a tennis ball, and then 3 placemats for both sides, so 6 placemats in all. It could be 6 placemats, it can be 6 cones, it could be anything to where you can place your marker to move back every 3 yards. And also a trash can or a bucket. You want anything that you can throw the ball in that can stay in the bucket. It's not something that's going to tip over or anything that's too small to throw the ball in. So to start off the game, to get prepared, you want to have a big stretch. A big stretch is stretching out your shoulders, your chest, and even your legs. The whole game is working on shoulders and throwing the ball over your shoulder, not under, but you want to throw it overhand. Using your fingers on the laces and then just holding the ball and using the other hand, kind of directing it. And also you want to have a good stance. So the stance, you kind of want to stay upright with your non-dominant in front and your dominant foot behind it. You want to stay in a good stance, and you want to throw the ball and try and win the game. So to start the stretches off, you stretch your shoulders, stretch your chest, and then you want to also stretch your legs, and then you're going to take 2 laps around the field. Now it can be a walk or it can be a jog, but just getting warmed up, getting your body warm, feeling everything good, and not going to hurt yourself in the middle of playing the game. So to start the game off, again, you're going to have 3 cones. You're going to have cone 1, which is 3 yards away, cone 2, that is 6 yards away, and cone 3, that is 12 yards away. And you're going to start the game off. So both players, so you're going to have cones on one side and cones on the other side where the backpack is. So the first to start off, you're going to start off 3 yards away in the first cone. So the first cone, you're going to use the football. So the football, you're going to throw it, and if you make it in the bucket, you get 3 points. If it touches the bucket but comes out, or if it just rolls and touches the bucket, you get 2 points. And if you just miss it, if you overthrow it or underthrow it and it doesn't touch the bucket at all, you get 1 point. Both players will go, and then it'll be the second one. So it'll be 6 yards away. So the second placemat or cone, both players will go, and then the third one, both players will go. So after that, it'll be 12 yards, 1, 2, and 3. And then after that, both players are going to add up their score in the beginning. So you could either have 12 points, you can have 10 points, you can have anything, but whoever's winning at that time will get to go first the second time. So to go all the way back, you're going to start off at the 12. So the 12 yards away, third cone, you're going to start off and you're going to throw the ball all the way up to the first cone. And basically who wins after all that added up, that will tell who wins. But there's a trick to it. There's a redemption. So redemption, that's when you start using the tennis ball. So the player that's losing, if they're down by 3 points or under, they'll have a chance of redemption. Redemption is basically standing at the 12 yards away on the cone. They get 1 throw. This 1 throw can cause overtime. Overtime's a big thing because then that can give them a chance to win and come back. It's a big thing in sports. You always want to come back. You always want that. You don't want to lose. You want to win. So given this opportunity, you're 12 yards away. So the player will throw the ball. If it makes it in the bucket, you get 3 points. Again, if you touch the bucket, you get 2 points. But if you miss it, you get 1 point. But all those can add up if you're down by a certain point. So if you are down by 3 points, you have to make it in the bucket to tie it up and go into overtime. If you miss it, you automatically lose. But if you make it, and say you're down by 1 point and you make it, you still don't win. You still go into overtime because you still lost the game, but you get a chance of redemption to go into a second round. So once that happens, the player that won gets to start first again. So you're going to start off with 3, 6, and 12. And then the player that still won, so since overtime, he gets to go first both times. Then he gets to go 12, 6, 3 again. So at the end, if the player that lost wins and the other player misses the redemption shot, or the player that lost but has a second chance and misses the redemption shot, then the game is over. Unless the player that's winning is up by 4 points or more. If you're up by 4 points or more, no matter what, the game is over. So if the whole game is over, there will be no overtime if you're up by 4 points. And if you're in overtime, there won't be another overtime if you're up by 4 points or more. So the player that loses will have to take 2 laps around the field. It can be a walk or it can be a jog. Nothing too crazy, but something like that just to show that the other player won. You know, have a little celebratory to it. So this is how the game will go. I'll show you a little bit how it goes.